Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Ask Shane, our weekly developmental tips and questions, exploring those questions. So really want to thank all of you for all the questions that you send in either via a YouTube channel there, or via Facebook, or even via email. Each week I really love the level of questions because they kind of really stir up some thoughts. So I hope you continue to enjoy them. This question that's come in, okay, so it's coming via a YouTube channel, and it's coming via a video we done recently, is where do we go when we die? Okay, and here's the question. Hi Shane, tomorrow is my mum's memorial. Yesterday I was browsing the internet on how to summon her spirit to talk to me. And then this morning around 6 a.m. I heard my name loudly called twice. And I woke up, then went to my sister's room, but she had not called me. It's just the both of us at home. I'm a bit confused. Is this a warning? And it's coming via a lady called Queen. I think that's a nickname. So, first of all, is this a warning? Okay, there's a few things here I'm going to stir up, a few things I want you all to think about. There's a few ways to approach this, okay? So first of all, I really want to get across to people that are looking for contact from the other side of life. In my experience, I wouldn't say that this is something that you can summon, okay? It may just be the way that we phrase things, a terminology and a language, okay? But what I really want to get across to you is that our loved ones, what really motivates them to make contact is the love that they have for us. So it's not something that we have to summon, or we have to kind of drive, or that we have to really call upon. Okay, try to gently understand what motivates, in all the years of doing the work that I do, what motivates contact in the way that it does is the love that they have for us. Okay, some of the videos there that and I'm going to scroll back, there's some in particular that I feel that would be really beneficial for you when I talk about contact, and I talk about grief even, and I'm going to put the links to those videos within this as well, because I think they're going to be beneficial to those of you that have lost someone. But understand that what motivates them is the love that they have for us. Okay, only yesterday I brought through a dear lady's husband, and I looked at her and I said, there's a date of importance, and I can touch it. That date of importance is just here. I said, I've got this gentleman that comes in and he walks straight at you, up to you, and he really wants you to know he's okay. And he went before he should have. It turns out it was the lady's husband. The date of importance was in a couple of days' time, and it was the anniversary of his passing. What motivates that contact at that level is their love for us. Okay, so it's not something that you need to summon. Okay, and in a way, summoning, that has force to it. We don't need to force them to be here. They are here because they love us. Okay, so know that. The other thing is it a warning? Okay, what I want to say to you is, think about the tone of the way they called you, and think about that in life. Just for a moment, okay, think about in life how they called you. Think about the tone of what you experienced that morning. What was the tone? What was the feeling that was associated with your name being called? Was it warm, inviting? Was it friendly? Was it stern? Did it call you with a sternness? And I think there's a mixture and a blend of both of those, and I'll tell you why. Is because I feel that there's something, Queen, that you need to stand up to. There's something that you need to bring to an end. There's some boundary that you need to place, and you need to place something the other side of it. Okay, and you're not listening. You're not listening. The other thing is, there's a fear there with you. Okay, which is why, in a way, that you're feeling that this is a warning. So someone has said to you, either this is wrong, and you should be afraid of it, you could be scared of it, or you've read something, or you've kind of digested it in that way that summoning your mum would be a wrong thing to do. In a way, as I said to you, you don't need to. That's forceful. Know that they are there because they love us. The thing is, I feel that your mum is a very strong character, a very bold character, a very solid character. She's very protective, which is maybe why also it's triggering that feeling of her calling me. Is that a warning? Now, one of the other videos I really recommend, again, I will put links in with this one, is the 5 signs Spirit wants to talk to you. One of the signs is hearing your name. Hearing your name is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, direct contact. It's physical contact that Spirit are making contact with you. And, you know, that's not between yourself and a medium, or in my instance, a holistic medium. That is between you and the other side, you know. So it's not like that can be fabricated or that can be made up. You are having a direct experience of physical contact is being made with you and something. So you want to gently ask yourself, did I experience that? You know you experienced it because you got out of bed, you went to your sister's room to check as if it was her that called you. So you know you had a direct experience. You know, I've gone on to say in the answer, because I know that I wrote to you, you know, be sure to check out the video 5 signs Spirit I wanted to talk to you. The other thing is, you asked for Mum to make contact. She's made contact. Remember what I said to you, what drives and motivates contact is the love they have for us. The other thing is, they quite often want to grab our attention fully. Okay, but also I really do feel there's the key point here. They want to grab your attention fully. She's calling your name. She wants you to listen to her. What do you need to place? What is it that you need to face up to or face and say no to? Who is it that has crossed the line with you and crossed the boundary with you? Okay. You know, I go on to say names grab our attention. It's never by chance. It is by design. Who is it that you need to say no to and put in their place? That's strong terminology. Who is it you need to put in their place? Mum was a very strong lady. She is very protective, strong, loving, yet there's a forcefulness to her. Okay, and her words were, she has your back. Okay, and then I go on to say, I'll be happy to cover this off in a future video. She has your back. So what I'd say to anybody that has experienced a name being called is, for a moment, just try to kind of recapture the feeling that come with the name. You know, especially coming from her parents. What was the tone? What was the mood? What was the feeling? What was the atmosphere? What in itself is that trying to tell us? Because it's a message within a message. I always say to people, okay, that all information is information. There's a message within the tone that they call us. Okay, what is it that we need to hear? You know, I've heard my name being called a handful of times in the last 26, 27 years. and one of them was at a time where I was going through a very, very difficult period of my life, and I felt I heard my mum's voice call out to me, and it was so soft, and the mood, the atmosphere, and the feeling that come with it was very loving. It was very tender. Another time I was at a roundabout, and I kid you not, I was on a low rider chopper motorbike that I used to ride many, many, many years ago. And I'm at this roundabout, and I go, and then suddenly I heard this voice from behind me, and it was very firm, it was very stern, it was no nonsense, it was not messing about. Felt also to be my mum. I braked, and I was confused. I looked over my shoulder, and as I did, a lorry passed in front of me. I hadn't seen that lorry. I don't know what had happened, but I remember that to this day. It's the tone, it's the pitch, okay? But I absolutely feel that from one tone to another, there's information in there, and it's just us untangling the message within the message. Okay, I hope that's given you all something to think about. I heard my name being called. Is it a warning? I don't feel so, but also it is a call to action with certain things that you have to implement, or you have to kind of change. I think at the heart of this, there's so much that is still unknown. I know of a very short story now that I'm going to leave you with, of a lady that was terminally ill. She was at home. She didn't realise how unwell she was at that time, and her sister was miles away, and this particular lady was in bed, very, very unwell. As I say, she was terminally ill. She didn't realise how unwell she was at the time. But her sister, miles away, so her sister's phone rang, and she answered it, and nobody was there. Okay, so nobody was there, and she looked at the number, and it was her sister, and she thought, I know my sister's really unwell. She tried ringing back, there was no answer. She jumps in the car, and she pulls up at her sister's place. And this is incredible. So she pulls up at her sister's place. As she pulls up, she looks at the front door, and it's like a glass window there, and she could see these figures move up the stairs, and she thought, that's strange. Who is at Jackie's house? Who's there? And she goes to the front door. She had a key. She let herself in. She called up, and there was no answer, nothing there. Okay, nobody there. She goes up into her sister's bedroom, and as she moves into the bedroom, her sister's fast asleep. She's like, that's funny, I saw figures there. 2 minutes later, her sister had a heart attack. Still to this day, that is a beyond belief situation. She was terminally ill. She had cancer. The cancer gone to the heart, which was spread to the heart, and it also caused her to have a heart attack. If she hadn't been there, an ambulance wouldn't have come out. It wouldn't have kind of brought her back, and it did lengthen her life. But you got to ask yourself, who were those figures, and who rung her? Because when she turned up, her sister was sound asleep, fine, peaceful, and she thought, she's peaceful. And then 2 minutes later, she had a heart attack. Okay, so there's so much we still need to understand, and there are some things we would never understand, but the way I approach it is allow it. I allow all of this to kind of happen. I try to understand it. I try to sense what it's trying to show me, what it's trying to tell me. If you think about those figures that were at the bottom of the stairs when she turned up, okay, as she was turning up, she looked, and they were almost leading her up the stairs to the bedroom. in itself there was information there. Fascinating, incredible, miracles, amazing. So I don't always feel, you know, hearing your name, I think is an incredible thing. It's direct contact, and it's just understanding the message within the message. I leave all that with you. As always, a real pleasure. Take care, guys. Bye bye.